Yeah, that looks better. I have no idea what that was all about. Lovely.
Got it figured out.
But now we have audio. We should have audio. I see the boop-a-doo-ba-doo
Can
happening.
you hear us, chat? Are we here?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me?
Comet, Wishful, do you hear us?
Please talk to us.
Give us a sign.
Are you here?
Show yourself. Wait, wrong game.
We haven't played Phasmophobia in forever. They can hear us. Finally, the curse is lifted. Oh boy, and just in time.
You can do it.
Exactly. But yeah, just in time to say hello and welcome to Gaming in Ties. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Is this how you?
Yes.
Yeah, you say Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, not
For
Ace
this
Attorney
one.
Phoenix Wright.
For this one, yeah, because they didn't realize
Oh
it was
boy,
the
oh boy. The stuff and things. But yeah, wait, why am I not even looking at the game
Nope.
right now?
You are not.
Now I'm looking at the
Chat
game.
was, but you're not.
Yeah, it's true.
You were, I should
Turnabout goodbyes.
say. Goodbye.
I never read the title of this chapter and I don't get it. Yes, I want to do this. December 26th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. So I believe we just finished the previous day in court, didn't we?
Yes.
So Christmas, the night of Christmas Eve, was a murder. On the 25th, we had our first day. So it's basically the morning of the second day of
It's
trial.
my brother's birthday.
It actually is. Wait.
They took her out because she was like disrupting the court. Remember?
She got not just thrown out. She's arrested now.
Yeah, at least she has to sit and think about what she's done for a while. I thought you'd be happy.
I'm happy that she is in jail, but my happiness about her misery is not making up for the fact that this is still retarded. This entire system.
She was in contempt of court or something like that. Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day, okay? It's a relief.
Hey, why'd you do that anyway?
I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was.
No, you really are not.
I'm sorry.
You better be. Well, you did save the trial. By what exactly?
Buying you time.
Just behave from now on. Okay. I'm wiggling my finger at you, young lady.
Okay.
I guess there is really no point in examining this room, is there?
You don't want to look at the guard? See what new and exciting dialogue we have this
Oh,
time?
it's actually something new, isn't it?
Probably.
My bad. No, this is the same one as always.
Yeah.
Zip, 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 zip. Monitor the visitor room. He hasn't moved. An instant. Yeah, I believe this is literally the identical same sentence every single time. I thought this game was good.
It is.
Oh, really?
You're just a stick in the mud.
Game is not even updating every single the dialogue option for the same room every single time we are back there.
Remember the era this game came out in?
I don't know, what era was it?
They barely had enough memory for everything.
Yeah, I'm working on reducing my memory as well. Have you been questioned yet?
No, not yet.
Why is she so happy about it?
Detective Gumshoe was here just now.
Oh.
He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning.
Alright, because the first time she wasn't arrested was actually when she was innocent.
I must have taken it off of her record.
Whew!
Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready.
Uh-oh.
You can pay for me, okay?
Or I don't and just leave you in here and have some peace and quiet in my life.
Crap, are you her legal guardian now?
It's Japan. She should be... Is she an adult with 17?
I don't know what age emancipation is in Japan.
Huh? How much?
I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Also, I think Enigma wants you to read his recap.
I do picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail.
Bales
Giant
of
bales of money. Because you're a fantastic attorney. Last time on Gaming in Ties, Phoenix Wright, A&Y didn't have the heart to handle a witness like Lotta Hart, and Miles seems to be out of the hot water for now. What else is to be discovered? Stay tuned on Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Gaming in Ties. Oh god, too many words in my titles. I need to reduce my titles. Where do you read my post? Okay, Mia. Let's talk about your dead sister. Any luck with Mia?
None. I can't get through to her at all.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How sad that we cannot get the overpowered super lawyer in here to win the game for me every single time, and we need to come up with... This is... You remember we had our debate about, what's the silver? Quicksilver in the X-Men movies? When I pointed out to you how because he is so overpowered that in every movie they need to find an excuse to remove him from the scene. Mia is basically the same for the Phoenix Wright game. She is so overpowered as an attorney that she needed to... I mean, they literally needed to murder her first.
Yeah.
And then... once they established that her ghost can still come in and win cases for us, they were like, oh yeah, but the only available medium is incompetent.
Even if you don't play the second game on stream, I'd still like to watch you play it. Just saying.
It's up for negotiation.
I tried, I really did.
But the Attorney Ex Machina was not available, I get it.
I don't know what to do.
Just stay in jail and think about what you did not do.
But then who will be your perky sidekick?
Hopefully
nobody. You want
nobody.
Lotta as your perky sidekick?
No, I don't want a perky sidekick. My hair is my pokey sidekick.
But then who else are you going to talk to out loud so you don't seem crazy when you're investigating things?
He's doing this anyways. He is crazy.
But he has someone to talk to so he doesn't look crazy.
But he is crazy.
But he doesn't look crazy.
But he is literally crazy. Oh boy, there's something.
Liebestern is theorizing over what's going to happen.
Realize a victim of murder caused a mother to be called... so basically an entire series on the big backstory. Maya died. We finally have peace. Oh, thank you. Finally.
I don't know. How long ago was the other trial? Because I'm not sure if Maya was even born back then.
I believe born, but left.
Very little.
Yeah, very little. Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, Miles was a kid. Miles and Phoenix are the same age.
Yeah.
She's younger, so she would have been an even younger child. Unless, she's saying Maya murdered the dude to break the family's father back.
Oh well.
You really think this game would murder a 17-year-old? They wouldn't murder Maya. She's the perky sidekick. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training.
She sounds like she really did do her best. It was just not even close to enough. I should check and see if there's any waterfalls in local area. Otherwise I have to endure her waterfall.
You don't even get a drum from that. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. I mean, she is dead. You don't technically get to see her.
You literally don't get to see her, and when you manage to summon her spirit, she takes over your body, so you still don't see her.
Yeah, she's established that it's as if she's asleep or something.
Yeah, so she...
But anyway.
I am glad we had this absolutely useless conversation. Did I get anything new after she got thrown out of court? I don't think so.
I think you got to keep a copy of parts of Lotta's. Yeah.
Sounds like gunshots after midnight.
Okay. Sorry, I'm fresh out of ideas.
Anyways, I don't... Do I want to go through every item? Nah, I guess we just move. What is the current thing?
Maya is like my doikness. Very bad. IDK the English word. What's the English word for doikness?
Report card.
Ah. Ouch.
Ouch for the self-diss or ouch for the insult?
Ouch for the
Yeah. Also, we need to change location because the chat text is once again barely readable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we should probably do that anyway, so.
Yeah. Okay, so where do we go? I guess we can go to the scene of the crime. Or we go here and...
Check on Charlie!
Check on Charlie. What's the name, really? Charlie?
Yes.
Sure is right here with nobody around. Yes! Enjoyable, right? You can put on some nice music, maybe an audiobook. Audiobook existed back then in form of cassettes and CDs, but they did exist.
True. Back then we called them books on tape. At least in English.
Ah. Hörspiel. Hörbuch. Hörbuch? Was it already called a Hörbuch? Good question. I don't know. But yeah, you had audio cassetten.
Yeah, books on tape.
Yeah.
Cassette tape.
Yeah. Right. I have to get Maya out of the detention cell soon. No, don't. You have a what's the complex where is it Münchhausen? Is it Oedipus? No, there's one of those complexes when you fall for your tormentor.
Stockholm?
Yes! Phoenix is developing Stockholm for Maya.
She hasn't captured him, though.
Really?
He could probably send her home if he really wanted.
Can he? You are just speculating. For me, his urge to be like, oh no, I need to get my mistress out of prison. He's completely under the rug. No, this is not the... I don't know. You know what saying I'm going for.
Nope.
Looks like it's cleaning day again at the Hotel Across. I hear they are planning it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure they saw... they...
I said check the Charlie, not the bellboy.
Mia's favorite pen.
Charlie!
My name is Charlie. Charlie gotten an egg of ordering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days.
Yay, he's doing better.
Probably because he doesn't get overwatered anymore now that Maya is in...
nondescript movie poster.
Yes.
That no one can remember the name of.
What in both of We had a big fight over whether to put it up or not. I know she's just waiting for a chance to sneak it on the wall. So it's still Maya's thing. Mia's, yeah. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one, and it made my head hurt. Then I closed it. I slipped out of my our hand, then on my foot, and my foot hurt too. Pretty sure this is the same one we had last time. Down here, Mia's desk.
Man, if he has a hard time reading those books, how did he ever make it through lawyer school?
He probably hasn't even.
He did.
He claims. He might have found this. Come on, this badge thing does not look like something you actually get handed. This looks like a toy, like something out of plastic you found in a Mickey Mouse magazine.
It's Japan-ish, kind of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't believe it yourself, do you?
No, I believe it's a real badge. I just don't know about the setting of the game.
Ready, I've been spending more time on this. This is literally the opening. Okay.
Okay, I guess we move else.
Move. Yeah. I guess let's go to the police department first. Gumshoe! Criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Oh, Gumshoe, the CEO again. Huh? Oh, really? I got into a fight with the chief for an order. Oh, God, the chief is not following the protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build the case against Etros.
Whoops.
Examine. probably also the same text as before. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Don't do anything rash. Why jump? You have every reason to live. He must be doing image training for talking down potential suicide. Lovely. Yes, sure.
Oh, good. Fantasize about that in your head.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we are dealing with a show where murder is happening regularly, but why do we have to bring suicide in here as well? These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each. Funny, they are all a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time in the desk.
They're out doing action.
Yeah. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He is glued to his computer screen. What? Rook to Bishop 7. Checkmate. I don't believe it.
Working
He
hard.
must be playing chess on the computer. I'm not even... Was it the same? I could say he did something else last time.
Yeah.
Hey, is that the police department mascot?
Blue Badger!
That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I got it. Signed the mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department. If it's the last thing I do. Good luck.
They do refine the design after this first round of the game.
Okay, he's at the scene of the crime, so let's go there too.
Gordy! Or Gord Lake, I mean.
Correct. Entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Just move in there. There will probably be nothing on the outside here. Oh! Gord Lake Public Beach. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with a lovely Kianze. So basically,
he's elsewhere.
Yeah.
Probably on a date.
Not seeing anything new here, so I guess we can move again. Let's check the woods.
Maybe Lotta's here.
Whoa!
Nope, Gumshoe.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Cusco's poison for Cusco. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. The trial today. Yes, what about the trial? Well, I was going to say, good show, but I wasn't really all that. So, you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know. Thanks? Is there anything to examine? Okay, why is her car still here? Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. They're covered with dents. I don't believe anyone would drive their car down here.
So here, then I'd have to make a whole new background with her.
I know. I wonder why she brought a camping cooker with her. There's a convenience store right up the street. I guess she wanted to get into the outdoor spirit. I mean, she's monster hunting.
Probably didn't want to miss a thing.
Yeah. There's food in some magazines on the street. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Well. Besides, there's no camping. Funny place to pitch up a tent. She still has her shit here. Lotta's camera is staring at the lake as usual. Even a novice like me can tell that the camera must be pretty penny. Cost a pretty thing. I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. Nope. The lake has no prompts.
Nope.
Oh, what's that? The trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them.
Our illustrator doesn't have to draw them all.
Wah, wah, wah.
Only a kid could get through those woods.
Shush. I guess it's time to talk. Tomorrow's trial. Wait, what about today's trial? We have a trial today as well, don't we?
Isn't it the same day, actually?
Murder on Christmas Eve? So
it was technically after midnight, so it was already the next day.
So the 25th, but on the 25th was also when the body was found and we got involved, and the first day of the trial was.
No, that was when the investigation was. I think the first trial was the next day. We finished the trial the same day, and then tomorrow was the next trial.
Fair. Detective Gumshoe?
They're not that speedy with their trials.
Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow?
It sounds like he's bringing in another witness.
Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today.
There are 2 witnesses. Was this the voice I had given him? I believe I did give him this kind of voice, did I not?
Dracula, yeah.
But
then he kind of varied from it.
I forgot to give him the right accent. There were 2 witnesses.
I mean, okay, for us this is very convenient because this was 2 weeks ago since we last played, but for anybody who did not take this particular point in time to take a break, this was like a reminder from 5 minutes ago or something.
Yeah, you just click past it and don't think about it again.
Okay.
That's what I did.
Okay. I was wondering who that other witness was. Probably the person who called in the crime far too early for even be able to do it. Who was it?
Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information.
Right. Prosecutor expert. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth.
What's up? What's up?
Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before.
Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does. And him becoming a prosecutor. And him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident.
The DL6 incident?
Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago.
15 years ago. And they're both in their 20s, so...
Yeah.
And
but what about how old is Maya?
17.
Is she? I thought she was 16. Court record.
I'm trying! No! I'm clicking
Wrong
buttons!
button.
Tab! How do I go back? I missed something that he said. He's paying... No, whatever. And now I have to go R for profiles.
Oh, she's 17.
Yeah. And we are both... So we were both 9 when it happened. She was
a toddler. I wonder if she doesn't really remember her mom well.
Who the hell is that?
That's,
Oh, the father.
Yeah.
The father, the father, the mother,
That's
the
Mia,
mentor,
Maya's mother.
the dead one.
The dude who just died.
Yeah. Where's Mia?
Dead. Not relevant to this case. I mean, we haven't even seen her.
I mean, it's a stretch to say that Larry is relevant to this case.
Well, we've talked to him.
In hindsight, even Lotta Hart was not really relevant to this case, as it turned out.
She gave you a little bit of information.
He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes.
Pain about what? I guess I could just repeat the entire dialogue to see the... I've only lost one, so I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey.
Huh? She's not out on bail yet. That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know. I don't know what would have happened in the courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff, I'll be honest with you, pal. She had a tear or two. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling.
Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth?
He was really grateful for what she did, you know?
See, the cast appreciates Maya.
They're written this way. They're basically like Jessica Rabbit, but in reverse. They are not good people. They're just written that way. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn this way.
Yeah, I know. I understand the original line, but I don't know if your version of it adds up.
Definitely.
I don't.
Have more lawyer juice. It helps you follow my line of thought.
I am going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can.
Don't hurry, buddy. Don't hurry, but thank you anyway. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be?
Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount.
Aww.
What? Edgeworth?
He makes more money than you after all.
I mean, do I make any money?
Debatable.
Exactly.
You haven't lost the office yet.
Yeah, but I also haven't had a case for months, apparently.
I mean, you probably got paid enough by your last clients that you can last. He was a big time, action
Oh yeah,
kid star after all.
that one.
Didn't I tell you? Yeah, he's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Alright, pal. Well, alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay?
Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent too. I guess we can move again. To the Gorge Lake, subbity boobity boo. Nobody.
I don't know if you and Edgeworth are close enough yet that you could get your boyfriend to pay for you like that.
I see. Boat rental shop. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today too.
Well,
a small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They are probably closed because of the murder.
probably.
Boats. There are some boats floating on the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night.
Makes sense.
Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. Really? Conveniently non-existent. Again. Tell me more about thick woods.
Yeah, tell me about that thick wood.
Oh yeah, I sure like to hear Phoenix talk about thick wood on every single case. What? Hello there, Riverdale. What's this dress drink for today? This is ginger ale.
Yeah, it's a ginger ale mule.
Yeah, a ginger ale mule.
Yeah, it's got some lime juice and a little extra lime flavor in it.
Exactly. And ginger ale. Mostly ginger ale.
Mostly ginger ale.
There's more forest off that way. I doubt I can find any helpful clues in there. So I guess I follow the very subtle hint to follow either Gumshoe to the station or to return to the prison, where good old Maya is going to be let free. So let's go to the station first.
Yay! Get Maya back.
Huh.
Your favorite person.
He doesn't seem to be here.
Oh, I think you wanted the detention center.
Yeah. Oh, new time gets printed out again. Something changed.
Dun dun dun.
Hey, you, hey.
Hey, Nick, listen.
Yeah.
You finally came. I just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go.
Free at last, huh? I should not have talked to Gumshoe.
Those interrogators were really mean.
Not as mean as you deserve.
They were like, okay, what did you do this time?
Well, at least you didn't murder somebody.
Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it?
Well, petulance is basically criminality of children.
There's no crime against
Blah.
petulance is not a crime.
Yeah, on child level, it's like, nah.
I mean, by American standards, she's not a legal adult yet.
I mean, by the standards of mental capacity, she's not a legal adult yet and will probably not be for a couple of additional years.
There you go.
Yeah.
At least a couple more games.
Oh, God. Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they?
Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail.
Thank Edgeworth.
Huh?
He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did.
Mr. Edgeworth did that?
What is the age difference between him and her again?
The same as
Six years.
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, if we keep in mind that in Japan the age of consent is a little bit lower, then they could date.
I don't think he meant it that way. Besides, Edgeworth likes Phoenix.
Oh my.
Obviously.
I'm
not the only one that ships it.
He is just very thunder about it.
He's the king of tsundere. Let's just be honest here. I have to make it up to him.
Oh my. This escalated quickly.
Now you're the one whose brain is in the gutter.
Never left there. Never left.
Yeah, that's true. We've got to win this case, Nick.
Oh, sure, because until now I wasn't even trying to, but now...
She's just saying she's even more determined than ever.
Wait, no, not moving. Go back. I want to talk. Aha. What do you think we should do next?
We're kind of lacking in the clues department. We could go to the park and look for Gordy.
Cuts it out, Max. Protection. Hi, Adley.
Hi. We're doing alright. He's just, dealing with this game the same way he always does. I was kidding.
Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good as bad as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there?
Sure.
I just realized Maya must look like me. Okay, visited at the retirement home, seeing people waving older than me. Except for, wait. Maya must feel like me. Okay.
Visitor in a retirement home, seeing people way older than me, except nobody wants to kill me. Right? You are in the same country as us, so... Not that we have any ideas or anything.
Have you noticed anything lately?
I did notice one thing while I was here in detention.
Wow.
It's really pretty comfortable here. It's warm and they keep it very clean. Definitely not an American thing.
I meant, have you noticed anything about the case?
Well, not much more than that, no.
She's probably still upset about me. I should leave her alone. Yeah, she doesn't really... Oh, me because she could not summon me, and not because her sister is dead or anything.
I mean, also partially that, but...
Okay, I guess that's that. Let's keep moving. Let's go to the Gordy. Oh! You get the time playing out again. Oh god, yeah, now I know why.
There aren't many cops around today, are there?
Glad that we rehashed this old point that I just commented on myself, by myself, 3 minutes ago.
When you were talking to yourself looking like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Now you're not alone in looking like a crazy person.
Yeah. Now I look like the crazy person who has an even crazier person following him and being talked at by her.
And by association, you look more sane.
I guess. Maybe we finally found a purpose for Maya. They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, God.
Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today.
Yeah. What did we do now?
Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say.
Oh, really?
I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility.
Yeah, especially when you're lying through your teeth to get attention.
But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind.
I'm pretty sure you broke some laws there yourself. You are lucky that... Yeah, she is actually lucky that literally nobody in this world cares about any crime besides murder, because she should be... Oh, and impunity in the courtroom or whatever Maya did. But yeah, those are the only two crimes that matter, because lying under oath to a court apparently is not a crime. Lotta.
So you see, I want to make it up to y'all.
Oh, really now? Make it up? I guess we keep talking. Today's trial. What did you think of the trial where I wiped the floor with your ass?
To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything.
But lied about it.
I trying to convince myself I had, though. I'm sorry. I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now.
Yeah, I guess littleness depends on your mental capacity, but please, continue.
I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder.
Sure. How often does a normal, regular person actually witness a murder?
Should I tell you if you see her again in this series or not?
She's pretty idiotic as a witness, but she's not the most annoying character. I'm staring at that one right now.
Right.
I mean, the first time you witnessed a murder. Gordy! What about Gordy?
Right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom.
Sure.
All right, Lotta, you go, girl.
But what if you're wrong? What if Gordy does not exist? Just throwing it out there as an
How would you
idea.
explain what that couple saw in that photo?
I don't really care.
I wish I could be an investigative reporter, photographer too.
Yeah, just do it. Go. Leave this entire monk business behind. Just do it.
Spirit medium.
Finish your spirit medium training first. Why? You don't need any qualifications to be this kind of a monster hunter. Just look at Lotta. Making it up. What?
That's what's in the corner.
Yeah.
The microphone.
Yeah, it
I
is.
thought it was me.
No. Microphone action. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us?
Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you.
Is it truth for once?
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Lotta to have anything useful either.
That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. Well, what information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange.
Uh-huh. Exchange? I thought it was to make it up to us.
Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you.
Wow. Yep.
Ain't nothing free in this world.
Mm-hmm.
What? Information doesn't come cheap, my friend. Hey. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face.
It has nothing to do with sophistication, just with any lack of moral.
Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you.
And probably you.
I'm just the exception, okay?
I take your word for it.
Well, what'll it be? We gonna deal or not?
I don't know. You haven't actually told us.
What do we do, Nick?
No deal! Haha, game over. Woo! We don't have any other lead, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much?
Huh?
She isn't even interested in money.
You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor.
Huh?
She knows you don't have money. The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy.
I mean, since Gordy isn't real, the information we give her also doesn't have to be real, so that seems like a fair deal.
Whoa. Gordy?
But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist?
Then bring me proof that shows he don't.
You can't prove a negative!
Cheers, chat. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something? Y'all come to me first. Got it?
Okay. I see something that proves the non-existence of something.
Yep. Right. See y'all later.
I I feel you, Phoenix.
Did Lotto just call us poor? I mean, we kind of are. For a lawyer. More lot of heart. Aren't you excited, Max?
At least it's not Maya. But then again...
Maya's always with you.
Yeah, except for this beautiful, beautiful 5 minutes where she was in detention again.
Okay, Nick, let's get hunting.
This reminds me that we could be playing Phasmophobia right now.
We've already played that on stream.
Yeah, but in general we could just play it.
But it's Gaming in Ties
time
now.
Yes, it is. It is. Hunting? You don't seriously mean...
Gordy? I sure do.
What about Edgeworth?
We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it?
Sure, let's waste our time for him on a fairy tale. Okay. And how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster miss specialist? Oh, it's Larry back. Larry is probably back and he's a monster miss specialist. Oh, there's something new that wasn't there before, so I guess... What's that? Is this a Steel Samurai?
The Steel Samurai, Nick.
Oh god, I already recognize him. What was Larry's voice?
Dude! Yo, Maya!
Larry, what the heck is that?
Oh, it was my girl Kianzi's idea. She was all, if you like, but this here, if you like, put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner.
Wow, that's real impressive. She could find those for you.
Well, she knows a lot of people, and that show's finished now, so she got him free.
I don't know if you noticed, but the Steel Samurai theme is playing right now.
I didn't even know that this was a Steel Samurai theme, but now I do.
Well, they kept playing the same song every time they showed the title card in Glass Trial.
Yeah.
This is the Steel Samurai theme.
I take your word for it. Right.
Don't forget this theme. The game franchise doesn't forget this theme.
Oh joy. Edgeworth.
Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy?
Well, we made it through the first day of day in court. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on out, though.
You're welcome, Enigma. I regret nothing. It was amazing.
What? Not.
You did a podcast about Phasmophobia.
Ah.
Huh?
Hey Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret with this? He's terrified of earthquakes.
You remain a horrible person, Maya, but please continue.
He acts like a little boy.
Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school.
No? Really?
Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly.
Transfer?
Right. When the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. The big samurai. Hey, Larry. What did you get, when did you get that big thing?
Huh? Oh, the big boy, guy, whatever. I have had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids.
Maybe wasn't it there yesterday? Why wasn't it there yesterday?
Huh? Huh? Oh, right. That compressor was busted.
Oh, it's supposed to be a blow thing.
Yeah, it's an inflatable thing.
Compressor?
Yeah, it was a little unit by the hot dog stand.
Little unit, that's what she said.
Oh, you mean Chianti?
Fiance, yeah.
Fiance.
That's what I was used to put in there in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I didn't. I sent it in for repairs.
here, I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Because he's full of hot air.
Oh god, he is. Doesn't the Steel Samurai look a little bit out of place? I mean, it's so huge. Oh my, that is what he said. I guess it's good advertisement.
Something about the Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me.
Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me.
Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really. True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff.
The Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, could this be the hand of the Steel Samurai thingamajig? It could be his fist up here, actually. Oh no, it's actually this hand, but without the fan in it. So how long until he realizes it?
Wow, Gourd Lake is really big.
Yeah.
Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake?
Well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here.
Whoa, no way!
I'm pretty sure we had this exchange.
I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, no.
You know, like an hourglass shape?
Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's a coincidence. Oh, okay. Wobbity boobity boo. The broken compressor.
What's this machine?
That's a compressor. I used it to fill up that balloon where they were there.
Huh, neat.
It just got repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was.
I can't get over the samurai dogs.
Original samurai dogs, no less.
Yeah, man. Whoever calls their product the original first wins.
Why don't you add world famous to the sign? Oh yeah, we had this too.
Yep.
Hey, good idea.
Reminds me of my high school. It was the first high school built in the area, so one of their mottos was, still the first.
Oh, wait.
I wish I was making that up.
Oh, the flags are new and they flag. Let's go, let's specifically look
Weren't
at
the
the
flags
German
already
one.
there?
Nope. Alright.
Flag, yeah.
Those flags look sadly out of place.
Oh, no, yeah.
Flapping wistfully back and forth in the cold wind under the blue sky.
I don't know. I think it gives the place a kind of festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses.
Huh? What war was that?
Huh? What? You mean you don't know the War of the Eyeglasses?
What the heck is it?
Our local fair used to do it every summer. Huh, I guess we were the only ones.
I ask again, what the heck is it? No, you don't, apparently.
I'll never know.
Anything. Don't have the feeling that there's any point in it.
But there's nothing in there.
Yeah, I don't. The trash can is empty. At least the space is well maintained. Thanks.
Hey Nick, benches! We can sleep here tonight!
Wow! She's really like a toddler, like Mama, ball, dog,
Okay,
bench.
she literally grew up in a town of shrine maidens, or spirit meetings.
So seeing benches is really exciting to her.
She probably hasn't seen a whole lot of things that you would take for granted having grown up in the city. And by you, I mean Phoenix.
Okay.
Let's take a break. Maybe have a dog?
I think not. It's too cold to sit and eat hot dogs out here.
I mean, fun fact about myself, wimpy city boy,
Uh-huh.
is that I grew up in a house that was out of range of most delivery services, so we only had pizza delivered on vacations when we stayed at a hotel.
Oh.
So until I grew up and moved out, for me, getting pizza delivered was a novelty.
Ooh.
It was special.
Okay. So we have to do. Okay.
Try standing under a freezing waterfall sometime.
We examined, we talked. Ooh. Let's see what happens.
That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them.
Do you think Gordy really exists?
Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else that they thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out.
Fair.
Does he actually know? Look at it. Tell us what it is, you buffoon. Found in the big ball, murder weapon. Murder weapon. 3 times fired. 2,000 gunshots. Taken automatically. Time of death. What to do? What to do? I also haven't added the existence of the statue into evidence. Present something to him. So then there's the newspaper article, which should actually include. Something has changed over here. Oh, time. Oh, just me.
It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good.
Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they are probably just taking a vacation until it blows over.
I get it.
Boy, am I glad that I came over here.
Yep.
I have the feeling that it's something we hear, but maybe we can talk to her. Yeah.
Maybe it goes just to. Oh, look! Hey, y'all! Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, whoa. No, you don't. No sneezing. Whatcha? I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'd trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady.
What happened?
I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh?
Whoa, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least.
Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. What are you gonna do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo of my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. UFO? Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? You really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right.
Okay. No.
Just sort of open-ended until we find evidence.
But I have found the evidence.
What is it? You don't have anything in your,
I do.
But you only have suspicions. You don't have any proof. You don't have any proof.
I'm smarter than her. I have...
You only have suspicions. If you're really smarter than her, then go find the proof to show her.
It's the fucking hand.
But you don't have proof. You know, I was wondering. Dave? What if you get a picture of Gordy, and it turns out like this enlargement did? Y'all crazy? A blurred picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I need a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roll. I can't turn something like this into paper. What kind of a fool do y'all think I am?
The kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture into an evidence for a murder trial. Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. Thank you, Phoenix. But I see what the issue is.
Yeah, I just have to figure out how to get that evidence. It's a different kind of logic puzzle.
It's an illogic puzzle. I have shown him the picture, this very picture, but I'm not sure what other. I mean, I can go through all items and we can see if anything triggers.
Sorry, Nick, I don't know much about that. It's not Sorry, Nick, I don't know much.
Wrong button.
Sorry, Nick, I don't know much. Sorry, Nick, I don't know much.
Oh shit, we had this already.
Dog's faster than the cave coming.
It's the hand of your stupid puppet, and you know it. That's why you are sweating and making faces like that.
Sorry, Nick, I don't know much.
Sorry, Nick, I don't know much. Sorry, Nick, I don't know much. Sorry, Nick, I don't know much. Okay, I presented
We
him
have to just go look at other stuff then.
I guess we have to.
Well, but did we actually look at anything by the boat rental place with Maya?
Not with Maya.
That's something. It's either that or go back to the police station.
We can also do that. Oh, the boats have a new thing now. There are some boats floating on the docks. The murder took place on the boat. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat due to use in tonight. Indeed, there's space for one more boat. Wait, what?
Huh, that's weird.
Oh, all the check marks got reset because we revisited the place, but yeah, they didn't even add a line for Maya. So
Okay. Okay, no, I guess that's not where we go.
Wanna get out the guide?
Yeah.
Because
go at
yeah,
this forever.
exactly, because this is not very interesting to do. Huh. Almost didn't see this signpost. Left boat docks, right exit.
You do have to go back to the police station.
Oh, of course. Why not? No, wrong door. Hey, Gumshoe, my dude. Sup?
Hey there, pal. What's up?
You're looking that what's up looking downcast?
Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again?
What do you mean again?
Whatever. Have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything besides money, that is.
He's even poorer than you are.
Investigation. How is investigation proceeding?
It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. They're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
Yeah, see, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case, Robert Hammond. They are saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him.
And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out of him with it in court tomorrow too.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal.
Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy?
The monster down in Gore Lake? No, not personally, no.
I would be surprised. Well, we're looking for it.
Huh? Are you out of your mind?
Eek!
You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then?
Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
Well, I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lothar.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time.
Sorry.
I see, pal. Sorry for shooting at you. Shouting. Okay. Detective Gumshoe will aid your search for Gordy.
Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Really?
Is it an enlargement glass?
You can take whichever one you like.
Oh, okay.
So have you been getting achievements in this game at all?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, because apparently there's an achievement based on how we do this part.
Ooh.
Do you want me to help you with that? Or do you
I
want
mean, you
to
can
guess?
you can hint me if I go in the wrong direction. So I talk out loud what I plan to do, and then you can stop me.
I'll tell you that. All right, he's gonna give you a choice of 3 things.
Ah, okay.
Choosing all 3 of them, ending with the correct one, will get you the achievement.
Okay. But yeah. Okay, give us the goods.
Hold on now, everything due time. First, let me show them to you. They are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, missile.
Missile?
A K9 police dog still in training. Missile, missile. Here, boy.
Doggo!
Here he is.
Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog.
Cute dog. And this will help us now.
Woof.
Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole.
Detective Gancho, we are looking for a monster.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole?
Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one.
Oh, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices.
Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here.
Detective Gancho, we are looking for something alive.
Right.
How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector?
Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be?
Well, Lieberstern votes for the dog.
I guess she does. I can.
I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect.
I can't make up my mind either, for the total opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose I can't hurt to borrow one of them. Okay, and so here is... So I have to take them, run around, fail using them, come back and try the next one.
That's what this guide is implying.
So where do I start? Or do I just go top to bottom?
Which one do you think is going to be the correct answer, ultimately?
I guess it will be the fishing pole, because with that we will fish out something out of the lake that is a hint to what actually was confused for Gordy. So I guess we could start with missile.
Missile!
Is this correct?
Starting with missile is fine.
Because starting with missile is fine. Can we borrow missile?
Sure thing, pal. Be good on it to him.
He's so cute!
It's just a model. Oh boy.
Kane.
Canine in training, very cute, with shiny eyes. Okay, now I guess we go back to the lake. Move. Move here. Move again. Move inside.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
This has been acting strangely.
Oh my. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of the detectives.
Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy.
Oh boy, look at this picture. Jesus.
You still love him, Liebe?
This is nightmare fuel right there.
Well, what's wrong, Missile?
I guess
I don't
you...
think I need to voice that line.
Yeah, I guess...
Missile! Missile!
Whoa! Stop that thing! Cannibal! It's eating all the hot dogs! The samurai dogs, whatever! My samurai dogs!
Wow, he ate every single one.
I'm sorry, Larry.
Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick.
It's going to have to...
Now, Nick, well, we were trying to pick a incorrect one on purpose.
So that's it, and we return and bring another one? Or can we still...
We probably should go to the other area just to be sure.
Okay. Nothing happening?
Well, I guess we can go back.
Not yet. There's still the rental place. Okay, nothing happened. So... No! God.
You just wanted to talk to Lotta again, that much.
Definitely not. Detective Kanchu, can we borrow one of your other things?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you. Department policy. Well, take a pick. Which will it be?
You want me to tell you which one is the incorrect answer?
I mean, I already told you that my guess would be that fishing pole is the right answer, so I would go for the metal detector now.
Meh.
Damn it, fishing pole?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Also an incorrect answer.
Yeah. Can we borrow that flimsy looking fishing pole?
Sure thing, pal. Oh, and if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay?
No littering.
Right. Fishing pole, borrowed from Detective Kanchu. Detective Kanchu's personal fishing pole. Sadly flimsy and of dubious utility. Cool.
To the lake!
To the lake! We're off to see the Gordy, the wonderful Gordy of Gord Lake.
Okay, nothing here.
So, do we actually go places with it? Apparently, ooh boy.
Okay, Nick, this looks like a good spot.
A good spot for what?
Time to do some fishing.
She's serious. What are you going to use for bait?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. I figured something like this would happen. We should have brought Missile along with us too. At least he would have made bait. Oh boy.
Nick, how could you?
I'm kidding.
Some jokes are better left untold.
Oof, she hit me. Ow.
There. Okay, watch this, Nick.
Just try not to reel it in any empty cans or boots, okay?
Here we go. Ah, my leg. Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, Lotta. Don't tell me y'all are on some film company's payroll. Nick, pay her.
Poor wallet. I also have to pay for 100 samurai dogs while we're at it. Well...
This is an expensive case.
It is. Wait, there's an entry. And now we're going for the last one, I guess.
Now for the real answer.
Oh boy, secret weapon. The take rental. Can we borrow another one? Yeah, sure. Let's return the other one first. Bobbity boobity boop. Metal detector. Can we borrow that metal detector?
Sure thing, pal.
I'm not sure what we are going to find with this.
Remember, you're hunting a monster. Anything is possible. Anything.
Makes a noise when metallic objects are near. A useful detection device, whatever. Oh, there it is. Secret weapon 3.
Hooray!
Yeah, I got an achievement. Which reads, borrow all of his secret weapons. Ah, so I don't even need to use them, I just need to borrow them all. But I probably can only return it after I tried stuff.
Yeah.
How do we get out of here? Okay.
Apparently there was also unique dialogue for showing the fishing pole to the lake, but whatever.
Yeah. I'm not here for completionism.
For once.
And now finally something happens here. Of course.
Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Sure, it's loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go, check it out, Maya.
Why do I have to check it out?
Because you are lacking any use, while I am the attorney. Ha, she does it fine. Well, she's at least well trained.
Nick! Look!
Dum dum dum. Huh? An air tank? Huh, that valve, the valves look broken.
I thought it was Gordy.
Sure. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster?
Oh.
Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank, which looks like the flags that are one screen over from here. It looks like a string of flags.
Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it.
It's heavy.
If it's empty, it shouldn't be that heavy.
I mean, if compressed gas is in it, it actually is heavier when the gas is still in it. I believe.
Yeah, so if it's empty, it should be lighter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I said it shouldn't be that heavy.
I guess, yeah.
We just agreed it would be heavier when it's full.
Yeah, I'm glad we are of one mind.
Yeah.
Oh, look, somebody switched our glasses.
Hey! Mine.
Mine's empty.
I need it right now.
But I need it and mine is empty. I thought so. Air tank of dubious volume. An empty air tank that the valve is open and a banner of flags wrapped around it.
I'll get refills.
No, don't examine it. Thank you. I mean, I will probably have to talk to Larry now anyways. Yeah. I'm best Maya there is. I guess I can show him the metal detector first. Ah, sorry Nick, I don't have anything to worry about it. More sell of hot dogs. Okay. Whoa! An air tank! What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Have you seen it before? Have you seen this before? Huh? Me? No, never. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of the winter? There's something about this way his eyes twitched when I showed him the tank. I think I'd better pursue this line of questioning a little further. What? New tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would you have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags wrapped around the tank valve. It's just like a string of flags around your steel samurai there. Must be a coincidence, dude. There's a string of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools and used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? To inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Welcome back. Those are his official ellipses noises now, apparently.
Apparently.
Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right.
I thought you just said the ellipses noises was something else.
Well, Larry is a very inconsistent character, obviously.
Obviously.
It's not me,
Look
it's
at
him.
how he's sweating.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the fritz, so I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And, it didn't go so well.
As I suspected. Anyway, asked more about the tank. It didn't go so well?
Yeah.
Do you think you could be a little bit more specific?
Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it.
Tell us, tell us.
Well, her superpower of being mega annoying is not just effective against me, apparently.
Fine.
So against
bro.
other annoying characters.
Oh my god, she just out-annoyed Larry. That is impressive.
Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted, so I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with it. And then...
Blam!
The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that, the tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it.
What? Off into Gourd Lake?
It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure.
Wait.
See, I tried to fill the steel samurai. It was attached to the tank when it happened. Blam!
Okay, we're getting just a retelling of this story. Fine. Rocket, doobity-da.
I could have seen it.
Me too. So... That the guy selling me duster, bobbity-boobity-ba. I see what it is! Where's the connection?
Go talk to Lana.
I'm supposed to rely on her making any intelligent connection with anything ever?
You'll have to make the connection for her, obviously.
That sounds more realistic, actually. I can talk to her from here.
Present it first, I would say.
I know, but I can't do the connection. I don't even see her. Okay. Gordy. Okay, yeah, it's the same dialogue. I should have. Yeah, I know, but. Oh.
Yep, I'd have to say I know exactly squat about that.
It's painfully easy to know when something doesn't catch a lot of interest.
Maybe there was a new dialogue option with Larry.
A regular dialogue.
Yeah, sometimes I have to
I only
present
presented
it.
him that, yeah.
Okay.
Yo, bye lady. Screw you.
Yeah, we still have to make one more official leap before we can really make a leap. There you go. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away.
Mm-hmm.
What happened next?
Well, all that happened on the 20th or so.
The 20th, a week ago.
Oh,
Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out overnight in a boat looking for it. I mean, Chianti gave me that steel samurai after all.
and when did you find it?
It's just the night before last. It flew way out there. Took me four whole days to find.
The night before last. The night of the murder.
Ta-da! It was Larry! Alone in a boat.
Yeah.
Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the
Night of the murder.
But you see, I went home before
Midnight, okay.
I was thinking just now.
Oh.
So you didn't know what happened?
No.
That's too bad.
It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least.
A mystery?
Maybe we should go tell her. What
So
her?
now we can tell her.
Okay, moving. Gordy!
Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet?
Nothing yet. We found him. Gordy doesn't exist. I don't even know. We found him. Huh? Gordy? Oh, we found him already.
What? I haven't seen any monsters yet. Y'all for real? Gordy really exists? Wait. I need proof. You got a photo?
Wait, I have proof? I have proof that we found him, but he is not real. Of course I have proof.
No fair, Nick. It was when I went to the bathroom, wasn't it?
I didn't even notice you were gone.
That's when you made contact with Gordy. Enough jabbering already. Let's see your proof.
Take that!
Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank?
This is Gordy.
Excuse me? Well, what exactly are you saying, Nick?
There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happened to be a friend of mine. Wow, wow. You are an asshole, Nick.
Throw his friend right under that bus.
Yep, but also, I mean, calling him an idiot. It's like, I mean, he is an idiot, so it's like, it's a Marge Simpson case.
It's true, but you shouldn't say it.
Try to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew.
A bang?
The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo.
Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams.
With reality, sorry, that's the thing about dreams. They are not real and you have to wake up from them if you ever want to live in reality. I'm sorry, Lauder. This is called growing up and becoming an adult. Time for you to do the same.
Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info, like I promised. Poor Lotta.
Yeah, people who have to grow up when they already reached their... How old is she?
Early 20s, I would guess.
Yeah, people who have already realized that reality exists at the age of 22 are really poor people. Yep. Case information. Give it to me, baby. So tell us this information, quote unquote, you have. He's not trusting her. He went through all those shenanigans, even so he's not even believing in what she has to say.
Her testimony was questionable, so...
I mean, it was lies.
Exactly, questionable.
Beyond questionable.
Oh, right. It's a lot. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself.
So he actually has a chance to know about stuff happening, since he knew about the crime too early there was something that he reported it at a time where the victim was not even dead yet, or before. No, that was, I recall, wasn't it the thing that the call about the murder came in before the picture was taken?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, but yeah, if he's literally there, then obviously he's probably still part of a conspiracy, but still.
Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on.
Something else?
Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know.
Ooh. You only tell us this now?
Yep. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but... Here, take it.
From 1150. Second date photo added to call record.
Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave.
As if your car would ever really disappear from the background.
Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. Oh, sorry.
It's all Larry's fault that this woman is superstitious and believes in monsters. It's his fault that there was something that...
She was just hoping there was an opportunity.
Yeah.
Not so much believing in monsters. She just wanted to have something else to do.
Yeah, but wanting an opportunity that includes making a taking a picture of a monster requires you to believe in the monster to exist in the first place. If I would read a newspaper article about a famous monster in Lake Berlin...
There's a Lake Berlin?
Nah, not really, but there are lakes and this is Berlin, so let's call it that.
Okay.
And I would be like, oh golly gee, I really want to be famous for taking pictures. I would still probably go there and take pictures of the idiots who go there to take pictures of the monster.
Yeah.
Because I know that monsters don't exist.
Yeah, you would.
Exactly.
Enigma, you've given me an idea.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, I don't have Photoshop right now.
Ainway is a monster. I am, and I'm proud of it.
The legend?
Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all those who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Someone should whip that butts into shape.
Oh boy. Well, not even going to talk to you.
Hey Nick, this is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about.
You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all.
Well, let's go check it out anyway.
Oh, but before that, so someone shot from approximately 1 meter far. Time of death sometime on the around midnight. This is the second picture taken 15 past. Irrelevant. This is just the weapon, the gun. I heard 2 sounds, yeah, as she stated. I probably should return this at some point.
At some point.
And yeah, so the first shot was 10-2, so the shots were 25 minutes apart from each other. Wait, can I inspect it? No, I cannot inspect. Shows an empty lake. Okay, there's, I guess, really nothing hidden in here. Map, and yeah. Okay, so this is relevant. There will probably be a contradiction somewhere down the lines.
I mean, it's already a left-handed shooter. And right-handed fingerprints. Maybe the boats again? No?
Maybe it's a move option that I can move inside the house.
Maybe. Hey, it is.
Aha! Oh, I just burst in there. That's the thing I do. So who gets to voice the parrot? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, what's the voice of this weird guy in Avatar in the Lake City? Didn't I declare him the most annoying character in all of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah, because he kept switching hats, claiming to be different people.
And he was just... Who wrote this? This wasn't funny. This was absolute idiocy.
That wasn't the best episode.
No, moo, Meg. Wait, no, this I'm not the bird yet. The parrot.
I'll be the parrot.
Okay.
Parrot. Yes, ring fit. That thing that's sitting in our living room collecting dust.
Oh boy.
Wait, how does he have a lanternfish?
Does he have a lanternfish?
The fish prints. Like,
yeah.
How did he get an imprint of one of those? You can't just catch those in the lake.
I mean, I'm not sure how a flounder is found in a lake, but yeah. Mac, was that you? Hey, is that Keys with you? Where have you two been? You've been worried sick. Oh, great, he's crazy.
Another reliable witness. Nick, you handle this.
I think I'll leave this up to you, Maya. Mac?
Yes?
Finally made up your mind, have you?
My mind?
You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone.
Pasta?
Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to do, what to sing. Who am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me. Okay, he believes he's running a pasta shop while it's a boat rental place.
Yep. Reliable witness. As I said.
No, it's not just the fact that he's unreliable as a witness. How can he operate a business? He believes he's running a pasta place. Yet it's a boat rental service. There's a difference. How can this boat rental place stay in business?
Pasta, boats, they're practically the same
But both
thing.
go into water with a little bit of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's totally salt in the lake.
Polly, the kids are home.
Hello, what? Nick, what was that?
A parrot. The one on the perch.
Keith,
Yes?
I'll leave the wet noodles in your capable hands, Sonny.
Nick, what's the wet noodle?
Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop.
That's a relief, isn't it, Polly?
Hello, what?
Hey, you.
Oh, Nicoleptica as well.
He fell asleep.
I guess he's relieved. Examine everything first. Bam, 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 ba-dam, bam. Please tell me that every single picture has its own thing I can read. Wow, there's a lot of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Oh wait, including the anglerfish?
Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish.
Ah, I was right about the flounder.
Yep.
Well,
It's hard to tell what the other fish are if you're not a
that's
fish
true.
expert.
Is it even flounder? What's top right?
Yeah, I think that's a flounder.
I mean, the German name is Flunder, so
I think
I
it
just
is.
pronounced it a little bit of English sounding and
I
hoped that
think
it was
is
the
a
right.
flounder. There is a flounder fish, and I think that's what it is.
Ah, okay. It has both eyes on the same side. It's funny
yeah,
like
it's
that.
not born that way though. It just migrates over
That's
there
also
once it
true.
chooses a side.
Okay.
Weird ass
All
fish.
these fish are saltwater fish. It's like this guy is completely cray-cray.
Wow, he has a television in here too.
Wow. What a achievement? Having a television?
I mean, Leavestern, have you heard parrots? They're pretty adorable.
They're okay. Ooh, food.
Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's known, kids, as a kotatsu. It's a thing in Japan. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa.
And what? Talk about murders?
Aw, you're a party pooper, Nick.
Yeah, that's actually a fun thing. Why is he always an attorney for murder trials? Is there no other crime? Oh, wait, I established earlier that there's only 2 crimes in this entire world.
Yeah.
Murder and speaking up in court.
Yep. Well, out of turn, anyway.
Uh-oh, trash can. Nope, no trash can of evidence. What about... fishing rod. This fishing pole looks expensive. Yeah, there's something he is pretending to be insane. He is not really insane. He is a reliable witness. He's insane. He actually is related to the murder itself.
What? He's just a doddering old boat.
Nope, he's not.
Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello. It ignored me.
A parrot, one should be.
Why, you forgot, Mick. You gotta call her name first.
Her name?
Polly, how have you been?
Hello. What?
See?
Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly.
The erstwhile companion of the boat shopkeeper answers to the name Polly. That is very relevant. Oh, God, I'm afraid that how this will be relevant.
Too bad all she can say is hello.
Oh, Polly can say lots of things. Just need to know the secret words.
Secret words?
So that's how the bird becomes relevant.
Polly, what's your name?
Oh.
Polly. What? Cute.
I have found a new friend. I'm not sure who of them is the smarter one. Looks like a kitchen unit. It's pretty... Oh my God, the bird is running the shop, isn't he? I would like to borrow a boat. About 12 bucks. Bring back in an hour.
Return your balls.
Seriously, the bird cannot do a worse... I mean, I know I have two conflicting theories at this point, but... So the one is that the old man is just pretending to be insane in order to be a prime witness, and then at the trial he takes off his hat, has actually well-made hair under it, he takes off his clothes and has a suit and a smart business suit, and he's like, I totally did not commit the murder myself and framed somebody, but please ask me, cross-examine me hard, Mr. Wright. Or he's really insane and the bird is running the shop.
And the bird commit the murder. It dropped a gun by accident. That just happened to be the same gun.
No, but he's a crucial witness.
Oh.
He's basically like a record player, because cartoons have taught me that that's how parrots work. They hear something once and they record it and can play it back. And that's our thing now. Funny, he doesn't look like a dog who keeps things tidy like that.
You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here.
Ooh, Maya getting too smart ass.
I like how they've put some dirt, let's say, on the newspaper underneath Polly.
That Polly actually poops.
Yep.
Poop Polly. Poop.
Apparently doesn't move from that perch much.
Also, this room is even brighter. The chat becomes completely unreadable.
Yep.
Sorry, liebe Stern. I mean, I could still look to the actual chat.
The other.
If I die from cuteness because of that voice, I blame you, Denim. Then you'll be the next person who is suspected of, who is a suspect in murder. Wait, which voice? Polly's voice?
Yeah, she was also saying that you just had to make the parrot voice adorable. And so I was saying parrots are adorable. You've ever heard their voices? They are very adorable. Especially when they start spouting profanity.
Well, I guess it's time to talk to Crazy McCray. Bloop. Oh, it's funnier the second time. The pasta shop. Hey, yup. 2 things a wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know. So that makes you to the 3rd generation. Meg.
Yes.
Tomorrow we'll start with the secret of dough tossing.
The dough tossing?
You too, Keys. Yes? You'll be the best pasta angler the West has ever seen.
What enigma? That's totes cray.
What? Do not say cray, Max.
Isn't that totes cray, Max?
It's the crayest of the crayons. Totes.
There you go.
Bazinga.
Totes mug goats.
Radical.
Cowabunga.
Booyah. We are hip with the kids. Let me put on my deal with it glasses. Oh boy. And I'm even cooler than just deal with it glasses. I am going, first of all, I'm cut off again. I lost my head.
Yep.
I am that cool with the kids that
that
I wear my shutter glasses on top of my deal with it glasses.
And can't see a thing.
I actually can see surprisingly a lot. On top of my actual glasses, I just realized.
Everything over 30 years is basically old. Oh, how the times have changed. I used to sass my father when I was young.
Shush, you
back
young
when he
one.
was in his 30s.
Oh, wait. Liebestein is how young? Jesus, I could easily be her dad.
Well...
No.
A young dad, yes.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, it's feasible.
22? Easily.
Yeah.
I'm 22 years older, so I could very easily... My daughter! Where have you been all the time? But who would be the mother? Huh.
Better put it the Steve Buscemi gift you always use. That's you.
It is. That's me.
Yep, we need to get that cosplay together for when.
I really.
Conventions
Next
are back.
convention. For the next convention, that's the goal. I mean, since there's no Euroferns this year, and this would be a late year convention, we have to see if Paris Manga and Sci-Fi Show returns in autumn. That would be great.
Yeah.
The West isn't. Oh, okay.
Pasta Ranger. The West? Isn't pasta from Italy?
I mean, aren't we in Japan? Wouldn't this mean that we are? Oh.
Which means it was probably localized from like ramen or somen or something.
Arrgh!
Yes.
You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you?
What, California?
Right, of course. Everybody knows that.
Nick?
Huh?
How long do we have to keep up this all in the family charade?
This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. Oh great, we get to see the wake up animation again. Oh boy, am I glad that we didn't miss this. But oh Jesus!
Aww.
Girl, you're making me feel very, very worried for you.
Oh god, the implications.
Ah, I would be an awesome dad. I mean, an awesome one, not a competent one or a reliable one or one that actually.
Cool dad.
I would be the coolest of the dads.
Embarrasses his kids at every possible opportunity.
I know. Who doesn't want to have a dad who plays video games on streams? Am I right?
Anytime the kid has friends over, you put on those shades again.
Hey kid, how do you do, fellow teens? Yay! This is a boat rental place, right?
What are you talking about? It's here, the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. So, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten any orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats."
Funny that.
That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days don't ever understand them.
I'm pretty confused myself.
Nick, this isn't going anywhere.
I know, we just figured out his business model. I hope do all the people just out of the goodness of their heart actually pay still?
I hope so.
But this old man is a witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Paulie. Plop. Waking up again.
Ugh, my memory's gotten well of late.
That's why I just keep tell everything important to old Paulie here.
Everything important?
Oh no! I remember that I've seen a screenshot of Phoenix Wright before. Paulie is the witness, not the caretaker. Paulie will actually be in the witness stand.
Ouch, sorry to hear that, Beavis.
Ah, shit. Yeah, actually, sorry. No, not even joking at this point. Yeah. But hey, well, I hope we can contribute to lightening your evening with
Yeah.
that. Wait, where's that? There's the gameplay. Okay.
So, Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. What? Oh, right.
Wait, safe?
Hey, Paulie, what's it, y'all?
There isn't even a safe.
Scenic, all it takes is a little clever thinking.
Ah, the criminal mind. Yeah.
Quick, Nick, write that number down.
Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes.
Maybe show him evidence?
We need to show it to Paulie. Can we show Paulie to him? Really? Oh, crying out loud.
Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta that we were talking about? Our rainbow loli. I figured it's the last color we should use. Indigo blue.
Indigo blue?
That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Still has this metal detector. Let's try this one.
Yes, wake up faster, wake up faster. Now listen here, Keith. Remember the tricolor barbara.
Okay, this is his default answer. Okay, I dare to say there's no point in showing him anything because he is cray. Like legit cray.
And how do you plan on progressing?
Maybe we are already at the point where we can progress.
I'll pull up the guide in case you get stumped. I mean, obviously we need to do something, if not here, then somewhere else, because, oh, it was on the radio for a sec.
Oh!
Didn't look at that
I didn't.
yet.
I thought it was part of. I thought it was part of the TV for some reason. Oh shit! It is a safe, and we know the code.
Oops. Look, a little safe. It's locked. Huh.
I mean,
I guess it didn't follow up on that.
we
But it
we know.
explains why she asked about the safe.
Yeah, now it makes more sense. 1, 2, 2, 8.
Ah.
Yes.
Guess what you have to present?
I have to present him something.
What would I be this smug about?
You being that smart about. Oh no! I just want to say, if you wouldn't have pointed this out, I literally would not have been able to progress this game beyond this point. This would have potentially been my legit quitting point.
Aww.
Just saying. I mean, this game got me more riled up than many other games ever. And I don't think, maybe after an hour of
So I would have
frustration...
exasperatingly showed him every single thing. And then be like, fuck it, I'll show the badge too. And then...
it would have happened, and oh boy, I would have been so
rage quit.
If I would have gone like Rah! Then I would have changed locations. I would have started showing everything to everybody, and then after an hour and a half, after already being pissed to no end, I would return here, would show him the attorney's bed. He would react to it, and I would be like,
To be fair, I think I did get stuck in the last trial for a while. It was the first time I played this game.
well, good
I did
thing.
have to look up a guide so
Yeah.
I wouldn't get stuck. This is why I
Yeah.
still occasionally use guides for these games. It's not always obvious.
I mean, but in this concept, we actually have the optimal experience.
Yeah.
Like, I play it blind, but for emergencies, we have
when
you
get
sitting
stuck
next.
for the sake of not wasting your time.
Exactly.
They like my laugh. You haven't even heard my evil laugh.
No, there. You laugh very evilly. Yes, you are evil. You are so evil. She's adorable. Uh-oh. But then again, she's an actual black belt.
Oh, that is a nerve pressure point.
Anyway, show it. It'll make sense in a moment. Yeah.
Brr.
That's a lawyer's bitch.
Yes, it is. I don't believe it. Yeah, me neither. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. This would probably... Who was the Let's Player that you watched that showed the badge to everybody?
Lucagen.
So Lucagen probably in that moment was probably in her Let's Play like, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Not exactly like that, but yeah, she was pretty happy. If I recall.
Oh, I get it.
Huh?
Yep. Oh, I got you figured out now. You are not Keith.
Nick! Now's our chance to clear things up.
Sir, I am not Keith. No, I'm not Keith.
And I'm not Meg either.
We are here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night.
Please help us.
A lawyer, huh?
Please, mister.
All right, I'll help. but on one condition, of course.
What's that?
When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. I mean, I can't promise this, but so far, you always had to go with the ridiculous requests. I will promise to run the red noodle. I don't see you stopping me. This might potentially ruin the entire game. I promise.
The sequel is called Phoenix Wright, Ace Noodle Chef.
Yeah.
Ace Pasta Chef.
Okay, we promise.
We'll just see about that someday if we run into each other at a con somewhere or something, maybe in Lieberstein. Nick, are you sure about this?
Hey, anything to get this case so... Anything you say. Anything. Jesus, you are lucky that Lotta actually only asked for information. And not for a lifelong sex slave or something down those lines. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? The right taste.
That's an innuendo if ever I heard one.
Wait, the Phoenix noodle right taste?
Phoenix noodle.
Oh, I didn't even... Wow, for once my mind wasn't in the gutter. Impressive.
It's okay, you guys can think I'm adorable, and you'll never see it coming when I'm deadly.
That's my boy. Good for you, Keys. Wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg.
Yes?
You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly.
Hello? What?
Now that he's talking to the bird again, how do we get him to talk to us? Wait.
No, you gotta show him something.
Now I can show him stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Murder photo. Yep, I see this. You've seen something about this, sir? Keys. Yes? It's okay, you can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yup. The other night, out on the lake.
Yes? Yes?
I know all about it. I seen it.
What?
Totally not a red herring at all.
Tell us what you saw.
Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all... Wait, what? What?
Now you gotta talk to him normally.
Wait, now I have to go out again?
Yeah. Like when you showed Larry the thing and then you opened up a new conversation thing.
This is not complicated game or confusing game mechanic at all.
Once you get used to it, it's not.
No, I forgot the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yoop. It was after midnight, but okay. And I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another bang. Bangs were 25 minutes apart, good sir. A little while later, this boat came back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yoop.
What did he say?
Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise.
We need to know earlier than that.
You know what, little Terry was just here. Terry? Yup, the kid next door. You always used to come by him used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow.
Really?
Somehow I don't think we are going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya,
Maybe we could be leaving?
I think you're right. Oh wait, I have one more question.
Huh?
Polly, have we forgotten something? What? Don't forget DL6. What?
The fuck? What?
Huh? What did she just say, Nick?
That's a little bit of a mind blow. Then again, she's probably just repeating what the person walking by the window muttered. One more time, Polly.
Don't forget DL6. What?
What? The DL6 incident? Ooh, even dramatic music. Hey, mister, I mean dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy?
Why would that bird Polly know about DL6?
We have to figure out who that old man is.
Oh,
What?
he locked the door from the other side.
Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was kind of hoping for... Hi Larry, nobody cares, I guess. Yeah, nobody cares. Move. Out of here. Move. What happened to the office of the other lawyer? I'm pretty sure this was shown. What happens when I go to the detention center right now? Now that I have maybe or Edgeworth? Ah, this is tick tick tick. This is new people thing. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning.
Let's come back later.
Guess so. So we now go to the police station, and after that we come back to... Oh, there's the lawyer's office again. I just talked about it, and it has returned. But okay, we wanted to go...
Criminal affairs.
Somebody said talk to Gumshoe, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's talk to Gumshoe.
See if he knows who the old man is.
Follow the game while we can.
Hey, pal. Let's talk. Long time no see.
Wait, maybe an hour?
You didn't look too happy. You don't look too happy. What's wrong this time?
Actually, we wanted to ask you something.
Yeah?
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. This was really helpful.
Really? Really?
Yes.
You seem surprised.
No. Not at all. Not at all. Glad it worked out for you.
I was checking up on the guide to see how much more we have to go before the next trial.
Ah, good point.
Sorry to disappoint you, pal. I'm drawing a blank. What's that? A parrot?
Did we steal the entire parrot?
Probably just took a photo or something.
The old man at the boathouse rental shop
wait,
parrot.
this was before photos on your cell phone.
Also true. How?
How are we showing him the parrot?
How are we showing him the bird? We are showing him the bird?
Can you do that on Twitch? Oh well.
I mean, as long as I don't call my Sims and others bad stuff like this, I guess we are fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Parrot knew about these.
Parrot knew about the incident.
That incident?
DL6.
What?
Oh god, music dropped.
In case we've forgotten what just
Yeah,
happened.
exactly. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6?
Nick, you think he might be? Nah, it's just a coincidence.
Show him that, and all the other stuff you already know, so I guess we can just talk to him, you know. The caretaker. You know the boat rental shop down the Gord Lake?
Oh yeah.
The old man who runs it is appearing as witness in court tomorrow, right?
Oh, How do you, well, that was supposed to be top secret.
Do you know who that old man is, Detective?
Actually, I don't. That's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we call Miss Lotterhart yesterday. Oh God. So the implication is that Lotterhart
seemed more reliable than the doddering old man.
Wow. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea.
Sounds suspicious.
Detective Gancho, please help us. We need to know about the DL6 incident.
Oh. That was when Ezra's father died. I can't help but think.
What?
Phoenix.
Oh. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. Just because the murder suspect is the daughter of the people dying in DL6 and the murder victim is also related to it. I mean, even without the parrot, there was a connection.
To tell you the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal.
What?
However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. I got you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident.
Because you already showed him the parrot, so you already figured this.
So there's a station's record room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need.
Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room.
I guess it's time we faced Edge versus past. Okay.
So, this is the last room we'll look at before the next trial.
Yeah, the record.
So technically it's past 10, but not.
We
won't take very long.
Police Department record room.
Wow, it's amazingly dusty.
10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess.
Let's find that DL6 stuff.
Quickly.
Yeah.
15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through 4th grade when he suddenly transferred because of DL6.
Nick, I found out where the file is.
Oh, thanks.
Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file.
First, examine everything. Files everywhere. Literally in this case. Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here.
Wow, these are all case reports?
Yep, it's like a graveyard of police cases.
I guess my sister's case report is in here too. Quietly gathering dust.
Probably not that early, but yeah, eventually it will.
I mean, a little bit of dust.
Unless it's in one of those fancy... Unless it's in one of those fancy shelves.
Could be.
Just want to point out, since apparently only murder counts as a crime in this reality, there's happening a lot of murder.
I mean, thievery is also a crime in this universe, as we'll see in one of the next games.
Maybe they introduced it by then, but so far there's...
But Phoenix isn't in that trial.
It looks like there are files inside that glass case. The case is so dusty, I can't see what's inside.
Nick, it's locked.
They must keep important case files in there. Oh, even more files. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room too. Forgotten cases, rotting away for eternity.
Until the digital age.
And they'll probably continue rotting.
Yeah. Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me.
No sneezing, otherwise the camera will go off again.
The camera's not here. She is fine. She can sneeze and it'll just upset Files probably.
Also not much better. Thought it's all Maya's dead. Oh shit. That's true, the dad is unknown. We only know about the mother.
It's not spoilers, it's foreshadowing.
I guess we have to talk to her now.
case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle of the main facts, like a summary.
Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go.
December 28th, 2001.
That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow.
So this game is taking place in 2016.
Yep.
Is this the actual date when the game came out? Did they adjust it, or did it take place in the future?
I think it was in the near future at the time.
Oh yeah, I mean the court system got completely revamped into this abomination that we have to play in now.
I first played these games shortly after I was in high school, and I was...
It sounds like it's the 2000s.
That was the late 2000s.
Yeah. So, okay, so
yes,
this is the first one.
Because I'm old.
Yeah, the exact 15 years from tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. Oh, yeah, right. That was a big plot twist, or a big important aspect.
Yeah, the whole statute of limitations thing.
The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse.
What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now?
Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. What?
An earthquake, you say?
I wonder if we know any character in this game who might associate a traumatizing experience with an earthquake which happened on this day of a murdery thing.
Can't think of
Part
any.
of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out.
Wow, that was some earthquake.
Oh boy, there he is. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. Little Edgy, his even edgier dad, and a person who was losing it. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours.
That is my nightmare. Literally, I've had nightmares about being trapped in an elevator. Claustrophobia is a bitch.
Yeah.
That would be scary like that in the dark.
Oh, and you got shot from out there. Okay. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. Really?
Elevator.
What the hell is... Who builds airtight elevators?
Right? The survivors?
One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot into the heart.
And you're to blame. You give law a bad name.
Hey.
That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it?
Well, if he got shot from the outside through the door, that would mean that there was oxygen returning into the elevator through this little hole, so...
After they got shot.
Yeah. I mean, the person is still dead, but the other 2 got oxygen again. Maybe it was a botched safety attempt. Or rescue attempt. Like, I get you more extra oxygen in there. Just don't stand right in front of my shooting.
Because ricochet's not a thing.
Also true. He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim, Edgeworth's father?
Yeah, hold on.
Victim.
Victim. Here, found it.
Oh, Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles.
Miles?
I wonder who that could be. Miles Edgeworth, of course.
So he was in the elevator with his father.
Good thing we didn't talk about... Oh no, he thought about this. Nick only thought about it.
Now it's been stated.
From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. Huh. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Huh. Mysterious, sir. Where have I heard that before? Huh. It sounds just like the current case. What's going on here?
History repeats itself.
What? Suspect data.
I don't have the virus. For real, I'm pretty sure I don't.
I hope so, not so. I hope not so. Got any data on the suspect in here?
That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it.
The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently.
So he must have been the third person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it.
But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond.
Hammond? Victim in our case.
Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so that he had brain damage. Oh, jeez, what's wrong with this elevator?
That's a really irritating elevator.
He lost all memory of being in the elevator. Fuck. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared.
Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder?
I don't know, he definitely did not open a noodle shop.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, because it's actually a boat rental that he's running nowadays. He may be closer than we think. I mean, he has apparently brain damage. Not sure about his age, since it was not clear how old he was in the picture, but you also age more when you have a stressful life.
Maybe it would be in the court record.
Or that. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth.
I mean, obviously traumatizing.
Yeah.
Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out.
You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Okay. Add it.
Whole file.
So... It's the theory. Same killer.
Living the theory.
Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is a trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued, literally, next time
I
on
must have been thinking of something. Okay, different scene.
Gaming in Ties. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Hey.
Returning to you potentially in 2 weeks, because every week I'm like, hey, maybe I should throw in a one-shot. But then I cannot decide on a game, and then I rotate just back between Spiritfarer and Phoenix Wright. But either way, see you all then. Bye!
Bye!